what I've seen over the years is a common theme or a common thread that seems to just keep coming up with every client that I work with. And essentially it's this. When people come to see me, there's something that they want to change in their life. There's something that they feel like is in their way. And they're longing for change, or they're longing to be in a place where they are not now. That disconnection between where people are and where they want to be gets filled up by a program. Like, our personality does not feel very comfortable with that space of disconnection or space of the unknown. Now that space will get filled up with something. It'll get filled up with fear, it could get filled up with frustration, it could get filled up with anger. What I would like to offer is what we can do with those spaces of disconnection that could create another energy that would help bring some peace to the disconnection that we're feeling. So, for instance, if I'm standing here and I believe my happiness is over there, I am feeling disconnected from where my happiness is. If I don't choose to put something in that space, something will fill it up, like unhappiness, possibly. So what I've offered clients is a simple, but I find profound technique. And it's this. When my clients notice that they're feeling disconnected or separate in some way, I invite them to extend a blessing, just a simple blessing. I bless the space between us, between where I am and where I would like to be. Choosing to extend the blessing into that space creates a life that's actually a blessing because of what I'm choosing to extend into it, not because I'm trying to get something. It's a simple and easy way to practice this, and as you get mastery of it, you'll be able to do this when you're feeling disconnected with other people. Instead of trying to connect with them, maybe the best thing would be to extend a blessing into the space. See if you could be at peace with disconnection. So let me give you a few examples of how extending a blessing, or where you can actually start to bring this into your ordinary life. So it's a very practical practice. Anytime there's a sense, and this has been my experience, anytime I have a sense of contraction, that contraction is a place of separation. So in traffic jams, for instance, I'm stuck at a red light, or I'm stuck in the traffic jam, and that creates a distance between me and where I want to go. I usually fill it up with anger or frustration or some kind of unpleasantness. I don't want to be in the traffic jam. This is a perfect place to remember this and to see how you could change your life by choosing to change the energy that you extend into your life. I have a longing for God, and maybe you do also. That longing for God, or that longing for spirit, or the longing for whatever it is you're longing for, creates this disconnection. Try it. Try it. When you notice you're feeling disconnected and separate, extend a blessing into that space. You start to go deeper with this practice, and you start to use this practice to extend a blessing into the places where you're longing for love and you don't have it. How many people are unhappy because they're longing for love and they can't seem to get it? This is a perfect place, once again, to see, just to see what would happen if you chose to extend a blessing into this space between where you are and where you think love is. because essentially love is not going to be found outside of you. If you extend the blessing into the spaces between where you are and where you want to be, you're essentially saying, even before I get to where I think the blessing is across the street. I'm on this side of the street and I want ice cream, and the ice cream is on the other side of the street. Extend the blessing into that space, and you might find that your life becomes the blessing